What's up, guys? Welcome back to Collecting and Hobbies, and today we're doing another Marvel Legends action figure review from the Build-A-Figure Hydra Stomper wave, also known as the Secret Invasion wave or Disney Plus Wave 5. We're looking at the Secret Invasion TV series, Nick Fury. I like I like that right there. Like the image. He looks kind of. I was like, what's going on? Like he's drowsy or something. I don't know. Here's the Build-A-Figure that you can build if you buy 6 figures: Gamora, Talos, Nick Fury, Agatha, Goliath, and Yelena. So, it says 1 figure, 8 accessories. There's another. So I guess this is supposed to be representing this picture, because he has so much posability. You know this is going to be a traffic cone. I just know it. I've seen images of this figure enough to know that. So there's the Build-A-Figure piece he comes with, the left leg. He comes with 2 guns, 2 blast effects, and 2 smoke effects. And sorry about the glare of the light. And there's his date code 31931. It means this was produced around July. Alright, guys. So let's get into this disappointing review. I don't like to be okay. So here's the leg. Sorry, I almost sneezed. Okay, anyway. So he could barely move up. He could barely move back. But he does have the ankle rockers. I wish I could turn that light off now so you can see this a little bit better. But he has single jointed knee, which means he can swivel. No double jointed knees, but he is pinless. So there is a plus side to that. Here is Nick Fury's beanie. And it does come off relatively easy. It's packaged with him wearing it. Here's the gun. Same as like Black Widow's. Here's another gun. Same as Black Widow's. But since you might not know what Black Widow's looks like, go ahead and show it to you just a little bit more close up. This is basically the same thing, but with a suppressor on it, or silencer as they call it. So basically the same weapon. It's 2 different versions of it. Alright. So here's a couple of blast effects. One of them slightly longer than the other. You can see here. Zoom. And finally, smoke effects. Now these aren't 100%. They don't really look like they're. Well, let's see. Now that I got the light on them, because when I first pulled them out, I was like, "Hey, are these purple?" They're not exactly 100% I mean, they are translucent, but it looks like they got some kind of glitter or something in there to give them a little smoke effect. For this smoke effect. Make it a little dirty. Alright, guys, so here is the massive letdown. Okay, so this first thing that I noticed when I pulled this thing, or when I even saw this thing in the bag that it comes in, I could just tell right away he was going to have issues. Look at this. So that's as close to his body as his arms get. So he's basically like a triangle. He's shaped like a triangle. Let's see if I can even stand him up. Alright. And because they put him in that little cardboard thing. I mean, you could already see I've tried to unwarp his arms already, but they are warped, and they're very gummy. I'd forgotten about the fact that this is a reused body. I knew that, but I wasn't thinking about it when I opened it. But the second I opened it, I was like, oh man, this again? It's like, aren't we past this now? Hasbro? It's like, so these are like super gummy joints. It feels like they're popping off, especially on the bottom half. It feels like it's just going to fall off or something. I mean, you can't even get that one to straighten out. I have to get some hot water. These are super gummy. I don't like them at all. If it wasn't Sam Jackson, I mean, I do have one Sam Jackson figure, and that is the one that came in the Captain Marvel wave, but he's de-aged. He's like a younger version Sam Jackson. You can't do that. That's about all this. So you can look down a lot. He's got the old style hinge disc, ball socket, head. You can't look back very much. You can look up a little bit. Oh wait, he does have that new kind of socket, and it looks like it's a separate piece. So if they can do that, I'm still trying to figure out if this is like glued down to him. I understand that, I mean, these are all buttons. I get the design of the figure. I guess he never has his code open. Does he ever take it off? I don't know. I've only seen like 75% of the first episode. You would think at some point he would take his coat off. So why not just make it removable, or opening, where you can open it, open and close it. Just like put couple of little peg holes there where the buttons are. Put the buttons there, and at least paint the buttons, right? I mean, if they're painted, or well, maybe I guess with a black coat you'd have black buttons, right? I mean, as far as accuracy and detail, sure, he looks great. I mean, he probably a 10 out of 10 in accuracy, probably. So according to this package, if you look at the buttons, there's the buttons right there. So they're not like snap-on buttons. They, they're like go through the cloth, stuff like that. All right, so as far as articulation, let's go ahead and get into it. You can go up to a full T, which is a good thing. It's not too much going on here, but you can see his arms a little bit, or his body. He's got this thing that is it's not the thinnest rubber, and it's definitely in the way. So you're not going to get any articulation out of the lower half of this guy, except for his feet, which he does have the Night Thrasher joints, which are pretty rare these days, or rare altogether. They're the kind of like what they call universal joints on McFarlane figures. It's a round circle, so he can swivel back and forth. He also can go back quite a bit, forward a little bit, and of course got the forward-facing pin for ankle rocker. I also noticed that this figure does not have a copyright date on it. It doesn't say anything about what year. It just says copyright Hasbro. A lot of these other figures that have been coming out, even though they're older molds, they've been saying 2023, like in the Ant-Man wave. But that's all the articulation you're going to get out of this dude. He does have double jointed pinned knees. This, like I said, reused body. And I have decided I'm going to do a custom of this guy. I am actually going to get a razor blade and slit this thing open and find out how much better that'll be. It is pretty thick, so This guy needs articulation though. There's a seam line down this way. There's a seam line down this way. But if you slit this open, then it's going to be relatively loose. And then you'll be able to have more articulation back here. Be able to look back a little bit further because this won't be in the way. It'll move out of the way. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. As far as this figure goes, as aesthetics, it's not too bad. It's probably, oh wait, let's see. Didn't put his hat on. Didn't even really go over the accessories here. But I think it only goes on this way. Just kind of sculpted for his head. Now, that might be why it says 8 accessories. Now, they are including this as an accessory. They're including his hat as an accessory. 2 smoke effects, 2 blast effects, and 2 guns. So altogether, that's 8. He's got 2 trigger finger hands. And he is, you know, like a secret agent. So he needs a sniper rifle. I mean, what do you call it? The suppressor. And then this one is just in case he gets caught and doesn't care anymore. Or you can hide this under his... you can hide this just about anywhere inside your jacket. There we go. So I got the trigger fingers and the triggers perfectly on both of these. Let's check out the smoke effect. Smoke effect would probably be for this one, because you're not going to hear a loud noise when he shoots it. Let's see. These smoke effects are always harder to get in than any of the other stuff. But there we go. Now I will be doing this other review on my other phone, which is a little bit higher definition. But I only have enough space to do one video right now. And let's try the blast effect in this one. You see, it's a much easier fit. I don't know why. You can also use these on G.I. Joes and probably some Star Wars figures, not very many because they just started doing it, but most of the G.I. Joes from the last year or two can do this too. So I like the fact that he comes with all these extra weapons. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to get him. Sort of. But he's Sam Jackson, you know. And, I mean, this guy's a Jedi. Of course, you can't really use that head for a Jedi. I guess you could if you want to put a patch on him. And just to be thorough, take that out. Put this one in. I think I used the smaller one the first time. I don't remember. Just to show you they both fit in there. They all fit in there. Here's the smaller one. Now at nighttime, if you're shooting this in the dark, you probably see a flash. See a muzzle flash. There we go. And the last one. There we go. So you got plenty of options here. At least he does come with some gear that's usable for not just him, but for everybody. So that's a good thing. Hasbro, don't ever do this again. This is just beyond. You guys got the mold now. You got pinless ones, I'm sure. I know they do now for a fact. But, oh, by the way, they do go up pretty good. It took me a long time to get this joint loose enough, the bottom half, because it's so rubbery. But he's got a lot of articulation there. Bicep swivel. And we're going to cut this guy open. So that's the next review. I might put it on this channel. I might put it on a different channel. But there it is, Sam Jackson. Aesthetically, I'd give him probably about a 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. he looks good, he looks accurate, but this accuracy is killing the figure. This is a $20+ figure if you buy it full price at retail when it first comes out, and that's unexcusable, in my opinion. Alright guys, so thumbs up, like, subscribe. See you on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I'm out of here.